What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Rye Wilson. Welcome to Kuffs Court. We're going to be representing somebody tonight. We're going to be representing one of Chad Harris's characters. We're going to be representing ourselves, and we're going to be providing security. But thanks for being here. Leah's here. What's going on, Leah? Malik is here. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Dave Quindell is here. Hero Brian is here. Mr. Wizard, my admin, is here. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. One of our sponsors. Rona's here, our Kuffs brother, one of our sponsors, our good buddy, good to see you. Dr. C's here, he's one of our amazing sponsors, good to see you. Brandon Loman's here, he's a Kuffs community member and a sponsor. What's up, buddy? Southpaw's here, Tab is here, Sidewinder's here, he's another sponsor. Good to see you, buddy, thank you for being here. Mike the Christian is here, Sarah's here, good to see you. AJ Bands and Timmy Luke's here, he's a Kuffs community member. What's going on? Good to see you, welcome to the live stream. Malik, good to see you. Dave Quindell. Thank you for being here. Jorge, what's going on? Jonathan is here. Paul Cleveley is here.
All right.
Miss Diamond's here. She's one of our sponsors. Good to see you. Nikki, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Tyler Lowe is here. Billy Love is here. Tavarius is here. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have to get in the court here. Andrew Chuckin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream.
Turn your cell phones off.
All right, you hear court's going, so we got to get in there. Master, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to get in here to the court, guys. I'm running a little bit late. Not be a little bit late, honey. BC Gaming's here. Coat Fox is here.
We're now
what's
in
going
session,
on there,
everybody.
guys? Good to see you. Hey, Dev, what's going on? One of our sponsors. Good to see you. AJ's here. Okay. Let's get over here. Okay, so we got to go push the talk in here. There we go. Okay, there's Budda up there. He's the judge. There's Onyx. He's the
okay, let's call the first case.
Attorney.
Is it going to be Carlson?
Grim Reaper, what's going on? Black Hawk, good to see you.
Yes,
welcome
Your
to the live
Honor.
stream. Ro, what's going on?
Be
Dante is here. Good to see you. Welcome, guys.
Docket number CR 2782022101. It's State of San Andreas versus Craig Carlson.
Okay, so we're going to be just listening a lot here. This is going to be like about an hour stream, I guess.
Okay,
how's everybody doing?
Mr.
Andrew,
Carlson
what's up, buddy?
here,
Good to see you.
With his
Southpaw, good to see you there, buddy. Thank you for being here. Hey, Hova, DeAndre's here. What's
yes,
up,
sir,
guys?
I'm right here, and my witness is next to me.
All right, go ahead and step up, both of you.
Okay. Hey,
You're going to
Matthew.
be representing yourself, Mr.
Hey, Aaron
Carlson?
Madden, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
I had a lawyer.
Hey, Hunter Sorrell, one of our sponsors. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he's around here.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and eat real quick so we don't die in the courtroom.
Okay, well, I mean, do we want to... I mean, we could move on and come back to this if you're waiting for your lawyer. That's totally
hey,
up to you,
Dorman. Sir. Hey, Gaming 5, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. B Money is here. What's going on?
Go see where he is here, if he's outside or something.
Yeah.
That would be just fine if you wanted to take a few minutes. We'll make it a quick few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, send him a text message or a twitter or something.
Was that him right there? Luis, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Are we doing that case first? I don't know what they're doing. Let's see. Is Chad outside? Andrew, why would you come here saying something fucking stupid like that, you dumbass? Okay, so I don't know if they're doing that case first or what. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Apparently he's not showing up today, I guess. I sent him the whole details of everything, but...
Okay. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Mr. Carlson, it is a pretty cut and dry case. What I'd like to do is...
That's Onyx. He's
who's
the
this walking
prosecutor. Hey,
in here?
Master Gamer, what's going on, buddy?
Yes,
One of our
Your Honor,
sponsors.
I'm sorry. This is Devin Caldwell. I'm the ADA. I apologize
there we go.
for my delay.
Okay.
Okay, so there's his attorney.
As I was saying, Mr. Carlson, I mean,
Hey, bad
what
guy.
I'd like to do is I would like to get your
Hey, Luis.
testimony on
Blade,
what
what's
happened
going
that
on, buddy?
evening.
Good to see you.
We're
We're doing good,
I've
Jonathan.
been separately briefed by Sheriff Dake and the Sheriff's Department.
Okay, so his lawyer's
and,
here.
and they, of course, assured me that the CCTV footage from the Mosley's property was matched your story, so or your report.
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry about that.
So, I mean, if you'd like to, the DA's
Hey, Michael
office is
Kingley,
ready
what's
to
going
move
on, buddy?
forward on it. We can hear it. I can be honest with you and say, well, normally I would say yes, you need
The
representation.
court looks nice, though, don't it? Looks pretty awesome.
I don't think you're in any danger of something bad happening because your lawyer is not here.
Okay.
Hey, Fire, what's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. Devin Caldwell for the DA's office. Like I said, I'm sorry for my delay. I got caught up in traffic. Right now, we're looking at for
Hey, real
Mr.
good kid.
Carlson, based on the fact that he is a productive member
We're doing three
of our
things.
community, operating his business so successfully.
Hey, Sarah,
And
what's
because
going on,
the
buddy?
police report found that
There's Sean, one of our
he
community members and a
was,
sponsor. What's up, brother? Are you on tonight?
acting in self-defense. Our suggestion
We're providing security, then we got a
is
character that's in
that
court,
we
and then
have
we're
a
defending
deferred,
somebody. So we got a lot going on.
sentence
Nikki.
Of anywhere between the 0 and 6 months, whatever the court decides. Deferred sentence. Basically, if he
I don't know,
completes
Tyler.
his probation,
Hey, Odyssey, what's up,
without
buddy?
any more issues,
I don't think he's going to be going
and
live
goes ahead
tonight.
and pays
We
the
did do some
$1,000
recording today, me
fine,
and Ace did on police sim.
then in the end of that sentence or that period, whatever the court
Well, it is
decides,
a government building. It's a courthouse.
his record will reflect a not guilty.
Yep,
verdict.
Aaron. Pamela Bigliaglio is going to be in court tonight.
Okay, so as I understand it, the DA's office is seeking probation and the $1,000 fine.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I want to hear from him first because, as I understand it, it was due to the area of
Good,
town
Blade. I'm glad you guys had a
that
good time.
Mosley's is located in.
Yeah, that Pamela should be a good time.
It was, as I understand it, it was
She got
a
picked up for a
fairly
DUI.
clear-cut case of
So
self-defense.
make sure you guys hit that
what
like
I'm going to
button.
do is I'm going to have
Now, if you guys,
Mr. Carlson
there's
come
not
up
be a lot
here.
of talking from me during this.
and
I'm
then
going to
we'll
talk a
just
little
recount,
bit, but I would just want to listen mostly.
His testimony of that incident, and then we'll
Well,
go
we're
from
just
there.
trying
Fair
to
enough.
set this up because tomorrow,
That's
remember, I'm doing the
fair,
prison
sir.
stream.
All right, Mr. Carlson, would you
All right,
come up
Cyrano.
here to my left over here, please?
Yep, they do, Odyssey. Yep.
Sorry, my right.
No, Billy's never really been arrested. Billy never gets arrested. He's always just. Oh, I thought somebody was sleeping in the courtroom. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, back when I was working with Mosley's, me and my witness I came here today with, I think he stepped out to use the bathroom. We were standing outside, and a random person approached
hold
us.
on, Mr. Carlson. Hold on. I appreciate your candor, sir. The chief does need to swear you in before you start your testimony.
Okay.
All right, sir. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, sir?
Yes.
All right. Proceed.
Thank you, Chief Wilson. All right, Mr. Carlson. Just kind of stick to the facts of the story, where you were in the property and how this situation unfolded.
Well, listen. You'll hear who's on trial.
Yeah, we were standing outside the
I'm
doors,
good, Jonathan.
and I got approached by somebody, just a random person. We didn't know who this was, and started punching me 2 or 3 times.
Hey, Vortex.
And in act of self-defense, I hit him once, and he went down, and I instantly took a life-saving measure
Steven?
and called 911 on it. And when they arrived, I guess he wasn't with us anymore.
Okay, so by life-saving measure, what do you mean? You mean you called 911?
Yes.
Did you
Yep.
attempt to resuscitate the
Hey,
gentleman
Killing
all
Lag.
yourself?
What's up, buddy?
No, I just called 911 right away to try to
Okay.
help him out.
Okay, and so just to be clear on the facts, he came on the property
Hey, Tiny. What's going on, buddy? One
through
of our Kuffs
the
community
what I
members.
believe is the south gate there, and what he just was anything said? Did he just walk right up to you and start
Sean, you better
throwing
shut your
fists
mouth.
or what?
Yeah, he came in through the gate
Steven
off of Davis
has become a
Avenue,
brand new
and
sponsor. Thank you, Steven.
like I said, I don't even
Dawson,
know who
what's
this
up, buddy?
is. I've never had this happen before, but he just came up and started swinging at us, and more me. He was after me. I don't know what I did to him, but we were just out there having a smoke break, and that's everything kind of escalated from there.
Okay, yeah, we did. By the way, we did determine for the DA's office, the sheriff's department did determine that he was not a customer of Mosley's, past or present, and he did not have any home address. He was a homeless vagrant. Okay.
Hey,
Do
Jason
you,
Everett, Brandon April. Good to see you, buddy.
Have any questions for Mr.
67
Carlson
likes.
while he's
Thank
on the
you,
stand?
guys.
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. And I mean, your witness was there when it happened, I'm assuming.
Yep. He was standing right next to me, and he seen this guy actually coming up and kind of getting into
Hey,
a fight
Jacob.
mode,
Good to see you, buddy.
and warned me on it, and he was there the whole time.
Okay. All right, you can go ahead and step down and head back to the table. over
Now, a
there.
lot of this, guys, is just going to be us listening to the judge and everything. Dylan, what's going on there?
If I could have one or both
Well, I hope
of you
you're all
from the
right
DA's
there, buddy.
office approach the
Steven?
bench.
Dylan, how you doing, brother? What's up, brother? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, so they're approaching the bench. They're going to talk. The lawyers are here together. Happy birthday to Tyler Ray. Happy birthday, buddy. Kyle Grantner is here. Good to see you, buddy. Now, the judge is looking over the case. I think he's going to talk to him personally here. See what's going on. Of course, I don't hear anything yet, so he's just looking over it. Maybe they're going to talk about a little plea deal or something like that.
Yes, sir. The only reason I suggested levying the fines
Well, good. I'm glad you got a
is
job again there, Steven. I'm
because
proud of you there, brother.
that's the standard procedure under
Brandon Lohman's here, one of our
the
amazing
statute,
sponsors.
but
Well, he's
that,
been
of
here.
course, is flexible.
Thank you for that $5 donation, Brandon Lohman. Jeffrey Goddard is here. Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, AJ. Well, there's nothing I can do about it, buddy. Holy crap. Davies donated $20. Davies donated $20. Thank you very much for that, brother. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Davey. I appreciate that. Thank you there to guys. I appreciate all that support. Thank you so much. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to be put in jail? Of course, Davey's one of our amazing sponsors and our admin. Meg, what's up? Good to see you, man. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. So do you think they're going to put him in jail, or you think they're going to let him go there?
Yes, sir.
I don't hear if they're talking or not. Okay, they're not. There we go. There we go. Thank you there, Billy.
Okay, Mr. Carlson.
I feel bad, Dylan.
Yes, sir.
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is a clear-cut case of self-defense. However,
it is a nice courtroom. Yes, it is. M7, what's up, buddy?
However, at this juncture, we're not going to be
Who is wearing the chicken head
seeking
in
any
courtroom? Hey, Johnny
jail
Boy,
time
one of our amazing
nor
sponsors. What's up, Johnny?
probationary
Long
time at
time
all
no
on
see.
this,
I hope
okay?
you're doing great.
Because of the fact that you could have chose
Look at
to
that.
flee, run away, try not to get into an
There's a guy
altercation.
with a chicken hat in the courtroom.
What we're going to do, what we are going to do to cover court costs, and because the sheriff's
Nice,
department
Vortex. I'm
and
proud of you, brother.
the fire department did respond,
Well,
we
that's
are
all right.
going to
Hey,
levy the
Romaine, what
$1,000
is going on,
fine
brother?
on
Good
that.
to see you.
But once you pay that, there's not going to be anything to tarnish your record as far as your
No, Sarah, I wouldn't.
as far as your potential career in law enforcement.
Oh, where'd they go?
Yes,
The
sir.
chicken guy left the courtroom.
All right, so I mean, if you're good with that, that'll be
All
our
right,
ruling.
Austin,
The DA's office has already agreed to that. If you have the $1,000, or you can get it out of the ATM, we can take care of this tonight after the court session.
With the
Yes, sir.
71 likes.
That's
Thank
totally
you,
fine with
guys.
me.
All right, that'll be the ruling of the court. We'll consider this case closed pending payment of the fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, there we go. Johnny, I've been fantastic, buddy. I can't complain about anything.
Good luck with your cadet training, Mr. Carlson.
Okay, so
Thank you,
then
sir.
we might have to slip into our... This might be our case coming up here. We got to slip into Mr. Al Sharkskin. Hey, Ricky's here. Ricky Easterday's here.
I'm going to
donated
take a
$5.
5-minute recess. I just want to go into my quarters and double check everything for the next cases. Mr. Travers is here.
Yes, sir, he is.
Okay.
The DA will be handling that case, Your Honor. I'll be recusing myself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Ricky.
His legal representation is here.
Yes, sir. I believe Mr. Sharkskin's out in the lobby.
Okay. All right, so let's take a 5-minute recess. Smoke them if you got them, and then back here in a few.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll rise for the judge. All right, court stands in recess. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go outside while the judge is gonna go prepare for the next case, as well as we are.
Oh boy, Mr. Sharkskin's coming. I smell like cocoa butter and Afro Sheen in here.
All right, now while I'm doing this, guys, I'm not going to be able to talk because I am going to be the attorney.
Case or whatever, 'cause I gotta...
Now, if you've never seen this is Al Sharkskin. This is our public defender.
You're all right.
Okay, so we're going to be out of here with Al Sharkskin. If this guy's a hot mess, Keegan's here, one of our amazing sponsors. What's going on?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
How you
good,
doing,
Mr.
El
Sharkskin.
Sol? How you doing, El Sol?
You got some
doing
pants
okay
out
today?
in the car there,
Yes,
sir?
I
These
know,
these are my
I know
pants.
I've
They're nicest clothes I
provided
own.
A bit of a challenge, but
Mm.
I'm
Go find some with some
ready
legs
to
to them.
face whatever they bring.
Okay,
So
okay. I did meet with your honor and the prosecutor attorney just a little bit earlier today.
yes, sir.
So I'll represent you the best I can. Now, remember, I do take trade-ins, an old car, washer and dryer, for payment for your case. In a county, you don't have a lot of cash, okay? And
Yes, sir.
we settle that up later on.
It's gonna be shorty short, son.
Yes, sir. We can definitely settle that up later. I've got
Hey,
got
Malik.
small cars, or I think I may have a dishwasher if you need it.
Oh yeah, I do need one of them dishwashers, one of them self-cleaning dishwashers. I could
Yeah.
use one of them for my mama house.
All right.
Who's got all kind of roaches in it? We had to throw it out. So I'll be okay
I hate
with that.
I hate to hear that. All right. Yeah, we can definitely settle that up.
We're doing fantastic, Keegan. All right.
For a
Okay.
moment there, Steve,
Let's
I
go
thought
ahead
you
and
were going
let's
to
go
be
ahead and go back in the
rerunning
courtroom
the
here.
Oh,
I
yes,
have no
sir. I'll
pants
follow
on
you in.
theme.
Okay. So his case, he's got a pretty serious case. He's got two cases actually. So we're gonna go ahead and go on around in here. We can sit down here at the table, and we'll wait for the judge. The court is cleared out right now for a recess.
Sure.
Well, you know, he's a public defender. You know, public defenders will do about anything. You know, plus, you know, he lives down in the porta potty down there at the construction site. So, you know, he's not a rich guy. He drives an old beat up car. Malik, how you doing there, buddy?
And,
But this is
Mr.
awesome.
Sharkskin, if I have to pay
No,
the
that's
fines,
'cause I'm
I'll-
rolling today.
I'll just go out to the ATM and grab the money.
Yep.
I don't have it on me, but I'll grab it.
Okay, well,
The hair of-
your
no,
fines
this
are
is
going
the
to
hair
be
of some
substantial.
wellness.
So they probably set you up on a little payment plan.
Yeah.
JJ, what's going on? Now, this guy is being charged for
honestly
two different
expected
cases. One is
Probably
trafficking
gonna
drugs,
chase, but if I can
Nice
avoid
long
that,
shorty short.
and he's also got
definitely
time
the
served. Well, how's your new phone doing there, buddy? Okay, let me go ahead and tab over here so we can look at the cases here. Okay, so his first case is going to be, let's see, his first case is going to be possession of controlled substance with intent to distribute. Now, that has a 4-year term and a fine of $20,000. Now, he has been in jail for a long time. So that case we might be able to plead down. His second case is going to be negligent discharge of a firearm, brandishing a firearm, aggravated trespass, reckless driving, reckless evading of law enforcement. Now that has, yeah, that's a big one too. And his fine on that was, I think, $26,000, I'm pretty sure. So he's got a lot to pay here. Now, like I said, he's been in jail for a long time on these, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. The first charge was only 4 years. I don't know how we got 14. So let's see, 14, 15, 16. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of jail time he could be doing here. So we're going to be looking this up. We're going to be pleading this out when the judge comes out. I'm just trying to make my windows bigger so I can see all these damn cases, because he's got a lot going on here. Okay. All right. So I got my cases laid out here. All right.
Smell like
No, Johnny.
the Tropicana
Hey, Wang.
Beach team got into an accident with
Wayne, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, I must have
Yeah,
offended him.
butter
He's
farm
not
or
talking to
something,
me.
yeah.
Sorry about that there, Mr. Sharkskin.
Oh, that's all right there. So I was just kind of inebriated on that on your body wash. That's quite strong, sir. What is that? Old Spice?
Yep, that would be it. It's Old Spice, real men's body wash.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
I'm gonna
powerful
take note
stuff.
of that.
it's a supremium body wash.
Yes, sir. Well, how you doing today, Your Majesty?
I am doing just about as well as could be expected.
Yeah, that's Onyx right
I
there.
finally got to spend some quality time on the phone with the wife today.
Very nice, sir. Well, I'm glad to
Yeah,
be here in your presence.
she called. I hung up on her. She called me back and said, "Did you
Very
just hang up
nicely.
on me?" And I said, "I don't know. Did it sound like this?" And I hung up on her again.
Yeah, that's how you. Sometimes that's how you gotta do it, Your Honor.
All right, are we ready? Is everybody?
Yes, sir. Well, we're ready to
Everybody here.
proceed on this side
Yes,
here,
Your
Your Honor. Grenaders, what's up, buddy?
All right, well, go ahead and call Mr. Travers up here. I've got everything in order, and I've looked over the case files and all the notes.
All right, Your Honor.
Mr. Travers, you want to raise your right hand? Repeat after me. So, you ready, sir?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right.
All right, Johnny.
All
do what
yours,
you gotta
Johnny.
do, buddy.
All right, before we let Mr. Travers testify, does the defense have any opening remarks?
Well, the only thing I'm going to say, Your Honor, is that after we hear the case here, our client has been in jail, incarcerated for a long time. We'll bring that up after we've heard the testimony here, but I have nothing further at this time.
Okay, and does the DA's office have any opening remarks?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll just read the charges for the record, if you please.
Yeah, go ahead and start with you're going to start with the oldest case first.
Yes. So Mr. Travers is here on 2 different arrests for multiple charges. The first arrest being from August the 18th, 2020. The
Probably
state
my
would
Discord
show
here.
that Mr. Travers was
See, Lois,
arrested
what's up,
for
buddy? One of our Kuffs community members. Good
one
to see you, brother.
charge of violating Title 246.3, negligent discharge of a firearm. Also with 1 count of Title
I've said it 3
417,
times,
brandishing or
Andrew. He's
displaying a
over there.
deadly
He's
weapon.
the prosecuting attorney.
Title 601A, aggravated trespass. Title VC 23103, reckless driving. Title VC 2800.2, reckless evading of law enforcement. That was all on 1 arrest, Your Honor. And then his second arrest was on or about April the 27th, 2021. He is charged with Title HS 11351, possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute.
That's a lot of charges. This dude's in trouble. This guy's in trouble. Hey, Chad, what's going on, buddy?
Okay, so before we
He's the one on
start, do
trial
we
right now. One
tally
of our
up
sponsors.
the total number of years and how much incarceration, the time already served? I mean, did we get a final number on that?
Now, Mr. Sharkskin, did you have a number on his time served yet?
Yes, sir. He's been incarcerated for about 7 years, sir. On and off on both cases. He served about 4 or 5 years, and he was let out, and he was in there for a couple more years. Unfortunately, he'd committed another crime and was reincarcerated.
Okay. All right. Mr. Travers.
Yes,
Going
Your
back to August of 2020. Okay, when you were
Yes.
arrested for that impressive list of charges.
So the
Yes,
first
sir.
one, he
Alright,
was
so,
arrested. He's been in jail for a long time.
Why don't you go ahead and walk us through from what started that incident, and then and walk us through how you got these charges.
Yes, Your Honor. As much as I hate to walk myself through it, because it reminds me of somebody, used to be and somebody I struggled with. But basically, I had been diagnosed with some mental issues, and my symptoms were getting worse, and I got fired from my job because
We're doing good, CeeLo.
I had a couple of days where I couldn't bring myself to show up because I couldn't get myself out of bed.
Yes, AJ, he is, buddy.
And unfortunately, after that, it progressed to I became
Good,
convinced
Keegan.
that it was
Alrighty, Dylan, have fun,
because
brother.
of
Hey, Dustin.
something that was going on at Fort Zancudo. I used to be a contractor out there, and
Okay, so I don't have the reason I'm asking you to do this is I don't have much. We don't have much narrative on this. Okay, so this was at Fort Zancudo on
right,
the evening
sir.
in question. Okay.
So before Fort Zancudo, I got fired from my job as a courier. We were serving Fort Zancudo as one of our routes.
Hey, Manuel, what's
so
up,
I
brother?
needed a special clearance to go into the base.
Okay.
And so I was continuing to do that, but all this time something wasn't right, and I wasn't sure what it was. And one day, I know it's cliche
Hey,
to
Reverend
say,
Michael
"Oh,
G.
the voice
Good to see you,
told
brother."
me to do it," but my doctor was
This
really
is Chad's
putting me off,
character
and
for intent
wasn't
to distribute drugs.
wasn't
He's got a pretty
responding
big
to my
case.
needs for refills and whatnot, and
Drug abuse, basically.
my brain was just entirely too loud, and I was pretty sure that there was something going on at Fort Zancudo that was making me feel this way. So
Okay, let me stop you right there.
Yes,
So
sir.
just to make sure that I understand, if I may, without offending you,
yes, sir.
it sounds like you're suffering some sort of
No, I'm
of
the
mental
public
condition,
defender.
and be
Onyx
it,
is the prosecutor. He's over there.
schizophrenia or
Keegan
something along
Bohannon,
those
what's up,
lines,
buddy?
correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I actually, after this incident, I was diagnosed
I don't think
with
so, AJ.
schizophrenia, and prescribed
Okay, so you
medication.
were I'm confused. You were on medication before this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was
Look to see.
originally
Okay, Keegan.
diagnosed with a lesser mental condition, borderline personality
Billy
disorder.
never gets arrested.
And I was prescribed medication. But
Okay. So you were fired from your job,
yes, sir.
and then that led to you not being able to secure and maintain a supply of the prescribed medication for what they considered was your condition at the time, correct?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Correct?
Cav, what's up,
And-
buddy?
And then
Yes,
that snowballed into you were convinced that there was something at the base that was causing your discomfort.
Yes, sir. I apologize. I know it's confusing.
No, that's
and-
fine. That's why I'm
Well,
here,
got a
is to make
perfect
sense of all
defense.
this. So
Yes, sir.
I understand. Okay, so now that we understand the premise, okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
walk us through the
Okay.
night that you illegally gained access to
Yes, sir.
the base and what happened
So-
from there.
So I gained access to the
Who did he
base.
try to kill,
I
Andrew?
crashed. I was driving
Hey,
my
Amber,
Astro.
one of our committee
So
members,
it
what's going
wasn't-
on?
It wasn't like a giant armored vehicle. It was my little hatchback. And I crashed through the gate, and I approached the base, and while I was driving in the base, Security didn't respond immediately, but the fire department did. And unfortunately, in my state, I saw that even as a threat. So I opened fire on...
Did he go to jail for that, Andrew? I can't
think
remember.
It was a couple of medics. They retreated. I didn't injure anybody, and from that point I ran. And during my escape, the Los Santos County Sheriff's Department joined the pursuit, and during that pursuit I lost control of my vehicle, flipped my vehicle, and ended up crashing, and was apprehended by the Los Santos Sheriff's Department, including Sheriff John Dank. He showed up on scene.
Okay. All right. So backing up a little bit.
Yes.
Once you breached the front gate with your vehicle,
Bye, Sarah.
your vehicle then was disabled?
Yes, sir. I was...
Just a yes or no answer would be fine.
Yes, sir.
Just okay. So, and then from that point, what kind of weapon did you have on you?
Yes, sir. I had a
No, I don't,
a
AJ.
combat pistol.
We just installed it.
And a shotgun, sir.
Okay, so you had a long gun, you had a handgun.
Yes, sir. I didn't have weapons permit, sir. Just to let you know.
Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. Okay, so at this point, your vehicle's disabled. You exit your vehicle. You remove the shotgun and the handgun when you exit it. Now,
Rashawn,
from
what's
this
up,
point,
buddy?
was the EMS already there? Was this military, medical
Hey,
that
Kayson,
you
good to see you, buddy.
discharged your firearm at?
I would assume, sir, because they were already on base. I was driving down toward the hangars / the runway, and I happened to come across the
welcome home from school, buddy.
ambulance, the
Welcome
EMS
back,
services,
Malik.
and I fired one round at them, and then I turned around and fled.
Okay, so
Hey,
all right,
Matthew
so
Harrison,
I'm
what's up,
confused.
buddy?
So after you breached the gate with your car, at what point did your vehicle break down?
Yes, sir. It
Hey, Gaming
didn't break
Fire.
down.
Okay, all right, I got
until I exited the base after I fired the shot. So I fired the shot, and I then turned around and made for a hasty exit.
Okay, so at that point, the police, I'm sure, have been called.
No, you're good.
You
yes,
chose
Andrew.
to re-enter your vehicle and
We
then
might do
leave
that
the
one on the next
premises.
one.
Yes, sir. We were traveling, if I remember correctly, and I apologize.
That's the only
It's
one
been
that's
several
working?
months. But as far as I remember, we were traveling down Route 68, and the law enforcement was in pursuit, and I took a corner, and I flipped my vehicle, and ended up flipped over, and suddenly.
Okay, and that's when you were apprehended
Yes,
by the police.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The
But he's
sheriff's
got the
deputy
voice to be a
rolled up
judge.
first, and then
We didn't think of anybody else. We thought of the judge.
I haven't met him
Budda's the
personally,
one.
but I do know him from like his campaign ads and everything. But Sheriff Dank rolled up shortly thereafter.
Okay. All right. Well, I do appreciate that testimony. I'm going to open it up to first to your lawyer, and then to the DA for any cross examination and questions they want to do. So, Mr. Sharkskin, if you have any questions as part of this, please feel free, sir.
Well, Your Honor, we don't have any questions. I have more of a testimony on the circumstances of why all this happened. My client has got some mental issues, clearly, and he is under the influence of the pharmaceutical company on his dependence on these opioids to maintain his mental stability, sir. And I do have ongoing litigation with them as well, being that he's hooked on them, Your Honor. There's nothing he can do about it. You know, he's been under a lot of stress. He was prescribed a medication. His doctor prescribed him, I would say, more than he needed. My client was just basically taking his prescription like he was told to. And over time, he became more dependent on these drugs and didn't see reality. He didn't see reality the way it should have been, but under no fault of his own, Your Honor. He was a victim of the the opioid trade in this country by these giant pharmaceutical companies to keep him under their thumb, Your Honor. He needs some help. He needs to be seen by a doctor. He needs to be given a medication that can help him control these demons he got running around in his head. So he don't be doing
I
nothing
understand
like
it
this.
since his incarceration that they, Mr. Travers, you know, his own self admitted that he's seen a different doctor and they've given him a different
Yes, sir.
that they believe he has a different, that, you know, they changed it from, what was it, a behavioral disorder to schizophrenia. So
Yes, sir.
as I understand, he's receiving treatment, but I don't want to discount what you
Jonathan?
say. I do appreciate it. So, but do you have anything as far as the events that happened aside from him being under the influence? I mean, these are pretty serious charges.
No, sir. I mean, he's admitted to everything, you know, and a lot of these charges do directly stem from him being under the influence and not be able to make the right choices, you say. You know, when you're under the influence of all these different opiates, you can't make a clear decision. Your mind's cloudy. Everything seems right. Nothing seems wrong. So my client is here just to purge himself before Your Honor in the courtroom and to take his punishment like a man. You know, he's a new person. He's being seen by Dr. Vacantesh Snodgrass out there in the county now. They're taking good care of him. We're just here to clear this man's good name, because without them opioids, without that situation, he'd have been just a normal citizen like everybody else, sir. Hey,
Okay.
Grenadiers, thanks for being
All right,
here,
I
brother.
appreciate that. Does the DA's office have any cross-examination for Mr. Travers while he's on the stand?
Well, I mean, Your Honor, I almost feel like there's Mr. Sharkskin over here is preaching a sermon. We should probably start off with an amen. But as you stated, these are very serious charges, Your Honor. I know Mr. Travers has been incarcerated for quite a while. There was some slowdown in the court system with a huge amount of venereal diseases that were going around at Bolingbroke
Vacantesh
Prison.
Snodgrass.
Not sure if he was exposed to any of that, but and then also the super flu bug that's been going around. So he's served out quite a lot of time on this. I would say that he does not appear to be denying any of it, Your Honor. And it's
There we go. We're at
he's
90
blaming it
likes.
on his
Thank you,
mental health
guys.
condition.
I do appreciate
and
that. Thank you
such,
so
but,
much. Hit that like button if you have not.
we would be fine, Your Honor, if
Welcome back, Kyle. Josephine, what's
to leave
going
it to
on?
the court's discretion on sentencing and remainder of his incarceration there.
Okay.
I don't have any questions for the witness.
Hey, MK
Okay,
Hensley,
well,
one of our
I do
community
agree
members.
that-
What's up?
I have no doubt at this point that some, if not all, of his behaviors on the night in question were drug induced and or a chemical imbalance in the brain, causing some of those issues, etc. I have no doubt that that's the case here. Mr. Travers, you do seem
We're
like you're doing much
fantastic,
better.
Josephine. Thank you.
You
for
seem
being
like
here.
you're with it. You're very lucid. While you do have a roundabout way of explaining things, you do have a very distinct.
So we're going to try to get him off. Hey,
you've
Robert
demonstrated
McKenzie, what's
distinct
up, buddy?
memory.
Glad you made it. Thank you for being here.
So it's
Aaron
obvious
Boyce,
that
what's
you're
up, good
doing
buddy?
much better, and that's a good thing. So, as far as this case goes, the best.
gonna see
I
if we
mean,
can
we're
get him off
talking
here.
2, 5.
Yeah, basically, AJ. Billy doesn't
2,
hurt
5,
anybody. He
8.
doesn't mean to.
Not quite 9 years would be the max.
Hey, Jorge.
The max.
We're going to be doing the
sentencing.
Cuffs prison tomorrow.
What, Mr. Sharskin, do you know, since you're dealing with the litigation for his previous doctor and obviously advocating for his current treatment, what's the
Hey,
plan
Nathaniel.
if he were to or upon release? What's the plan to continue? Because as I understand it, Dr. Snodgrass is he's simply a prison psychiatric expert.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, what we're asking for is, at the very least, Your Honor, God willing, this man gets out of prison and he could start a normal life and get back to his everyday job and performing like a normal member of society. So we're asking for a maximum, sir, of 2 more years. That will give him time in the prison system with Dr. Venkatesh Snodgrass to help him get his medicine under control and on a pattern. That way, upon his release, possibly the probation, that he can function like a normal human being out here with us, you and me and all these good, fine people at Los Santos. Oh, that's my pocket telephone there. That's my pocket telephone. And 2 more years. I mean, he been in jail a long time, Your Honor. Long time. I think 2
Okay.
years, 2 years probation and fines. I'd be okay with that.
All right.
We're at the mercy of the court. I'm throwing myself here. I'll throw myself here on the carpet if I need to. I'm here at the mercy of the
They
court.
just had the carpets cleaned. You don't need to do that.
Okay, all right, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So
Hey, Sean, what's going on, Sean?
here's
Malevsky?
what I'm willing to do. Okay. First of all, has there been on this case? Has there been any restitution paid to the state at all, in the form of bonds or fines already paid?
No, sir. My client's been incarcerated for almost the majority of that time, so he has
Okay,
not
so
been
he
able
did
to.
not bond out either. Then he went.
No, sir. He was released,
Okay.
yes, sir, on a payment program, and then was immediately taken back in. But he is making 32 cents a day in the prison system, making license plates. So we can probably pay about $14.10 on that fine of what is it, $26,000 or whatever it might be.
Okay. All right. So here's where I'm at with this. I don't feel like Mr. Travers on this particular case should serve any more time. Okay. We do have another rather disturbing case to deal with after this, but here, as far as this, I'm concerned with this, because of the severity of it.
Yeah, I'll let him know
regardless
afterward,
of his
case on.
mental state.
But thank you guys for being here.
We're gonna go. The state's gonna ask for maximum fines. Okay, and that can be whatever payment program, whether he wants to work it off in prison for the next 2 years. After that, however you work it out with the DA would be fine. Okay, but he's not going to be remanded on this case to 2 more years of time in general population in the penitentiary. I'm going to remand him to 2 years over there in minimum security, and so he can get the treatment he deserves. And I feel like that may help him. That may help motivate him to continue to want to return to a normal, law-abiding life.
Yes, sir. Hey, if it could please the court, is there any way I could get a sum total here? I got a lot of paperwork here on receipts and whatnot. District Attorney, could you tell me what his total fine would be? Do you have a total over there?
Yeah, I believe it's 26,500.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Woo.
We haven't even gotten to the second case yet, Mr. Sharkskin.
Well, it's getting hot in here.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting, but
hey, what's going on there,
I-
Steve, the body man, one of our Kuffs community members and a sponsor,
thankfully,
and Porch is here.
my
What's going on, buddy?
family has been well aware of my mental situation for a long time, and even though it's made me honestly feel like crap.
Oh,
I
Leslie
apologize for
Nielsen.
the language. They've set up a trust fund of sorts. I have the money to cover whatever the fines may be, sir.
Okay. Well, then you can just remit payment straight to the district attorney's office.
Yes, sir.
We'll
Okay.
get all that handled and
All right.
squared away.
I just wanted to make you aware that I had the means.
Okay. All right. So, district attorney's office is okay with those terms for this particular case.
Right now we've got
Yes, Your Honor.
MK
So,
Kinsley,
just
Ember,
understanding
Timmy,
correctly,
Cyril,
it's
J-Pop, Steve, Chad, Dolan, Wizard,
guilty sentence to time
Sean, Tiny,
served,
Rome, me, Budda, Onyx, Craig, and Brady.
but you're wanting him remanded for 2 more years in minimum security for psychiatric
Jeremy
assistance.
Stewart, what's
That's
going
correct.
on all the way from Mobile,
And he'll
Alabama?
continue to work, so we can figure out something good to do with whatever money he produces through the state by working through the shops and however he wants to do it. So
Yes, sir. That works. I
We're doing
actually
fantastic
enjoy
work.
working in while I'm in jail. It makes me feel like I'm being productive. Actually, a lot more productive than when I worked at the bean machine, trying to make money.
It was
'Cause
hot here. Oh
honestly,
my God, it
those
was so hot
people,
today.
with their coffee orders, they are just entirely too uptight about coffee, sir.
Well, you wanna
most people are. I can appreciate that. So yeah, go ahead.
Upon his release, I have secured him a job with Bumblebee Construction. They are in the business of taking inmates and giving them an opportunity out of the public eye. He will be helping construct new buildings out there in the county on them farms up there. So once he is released, we do see a productive life for this gentleman here. I mean, he's not a throwaway, sir. So I keep that in mind.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but hold on to that for just a second, because we're about to get into the second case, which may delay his release.
All right, y'all
Okay.
wanna.
All right. So the second case, do you want to read off that one there again? Read off. We know it's for the possession with intent to distribute.
Yes, Your Honor. So, on or about
Now that's
April
Onyx over
27th, 2021, Mr. Travers was arrested by Captain Holt with the Los Santos Police Department for Title HS11351, possession of controlled substance with intent to distribute, which is a felony charge in the state of San Andreas, Your Honor. Captain Holt could not be here for testimony today, so we did a deposition with myself and Mr. Sharkskin present. His testimony, Your Honor, would be that a caller stated that a suspicious man was walking back and forth from the hotel to his car. Upon arrival,
this is gonna be
Captain
the big
Holt
one right
observed
here.
and spoke with Mr. West Travers, the subject who was called about. Due to his suspicious behavior, Captain Holt detained and searched Mr. Travers. On his person was 27 hits of LSD and 60 joints. In the car were even
Ooh.
larger quantities of cocaine, marijuana, and LSD.
Good Lord.
Mr. Travers was placed under arrest, Mirandized, and declined an attorney. He did answer questions on the scene and admitted to the narcotics
Tyler
coming
Bowen,
from the
one of our
storage unit
Kuffs
that his
Committee,
dad
one
had
of our
left him when he
sponsors.
passed away.
Sorry about that.
Mr. Travers was transported to city jail by Sergeant O'Connor with the San Andreas Highway Patrol,
This is
unit
gonna be a
number
hard one right
406.
Lord have mercy. This is going to be a hard one to beat right here. I'm going to see if I can bullshit my way out of this one.
This is a mere 8 months from the case we just heard, correct? If my
Yes, Your
math
Honor.
is correct. Okay.
Yes, he had, if I remember correctly, I think he had served some time on these other charges and was allowed to bond out, and then this other case came about.
Okay. Mr. Sharskin, before I ask Mr. Travers for some information and to testify on this, is there anything that you want to say?
No, sir. I'm going to defer to my client. I do not want to overspeak his defense here at this time, sir. I don't want to
Okay.
incriminate anybody. I'll just stay silent until afterward. If you please the court. Tyler
All right.
donated
I'm
$2.
not
Travers.
sure that attorneys have the Fifth Amendment privilege in
Amon.
court, Mr. Sharkskin, but we can proceed.
Yeah. Well, he been in prison, and we've been going back and forth, and I don't want to step on his toes here. I'm gonna let him speak, and then I'll
Okay.
come in here at the end.
Totally understandable.
All right. Fair enough. Mr. Travers,
Thank you, Tyler.
8 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
8 months in a week, not quite a week.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. 27 individual hits of lysergic dilithiumide. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
60 individual joints and then large quantities of other drugs in your vehicle.
Now, I wasn't sure what his
Yeah.
defense was going to be, so I didn't want to step on his
what were
toes
you-
and say
okay, so
anything that
At this point,
may,
we can
may
assume
go over what he wanted to say
that
here.
you've already now
My phone's ringing, Mr. Sharkskin.
Oh,
when did you
I
start
apologize.
seeing Mr. Snod or Dr. Snodgrass?
Yes,
Hobo
sir. I
spiders,
actually
what is
started
that?
seeing Dr. Snodgrass shortly before I was released.
we got chandeliers in here, but no
Okay,
ceiling
so
fans.
before this incident happened.
Yes, sir. Before
Okay.
I was released.
So we can assume that
This
had been reevaluated, your meds had been adjusted, there had been time for the meds to take effect, and
Yeah.
any contraindications to be noticed by the medical staff.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
So what were you thinking then? Were you dealing that night? Were you at the
Oh.
hotel dealing?
okay, sir.
I don't think it has
This is going to sound
Kyle,
wild,
I'm not sure.
and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Ooh, I've never heard of them,
But-
Tyler.
Shortly before this incident, my father died, and
Well, Billy won't be out tonight.
he,
Pamela will be.
he
though.
left me. He left me a storage space in
She's
in
got a
Sandy
DUI. She hit a pole at the Cluck and
in
Bell.
his mouth.
Okay.
And I went to check
Did
out.
you have any previous knowledge of the drugs being there?
No, sir, I did not. I
Okay,
did
so you go
not.
to this.
Timmy,
Gifted,
court cases are closed. You
yes,
have
sir.
a lot of
Okay,
time.
you go
Everybody has a lot of time
to
put
this,
their case
you open
in.
it, you find the drugs.
Right. I
Johnny,
find the
yeah,
drugs.
what's going
Okay,
on, buddy?
And
so
this
what
is-
made you collect them and put them in your car and on your
Okay,
person
sir. I
instead
admit
of calling the
this was-
police?
Yes, sir. I admit this was a lapse in my judgment, but I had just been released from jail, bonded out a few weeks.
These are a
Okay.
lot of
before.
drugs he's got here, so I don't know
And
how this one's going to play
I
out.
felt like if they were going to treat me like a criminal, which I was afraid they were going to do if I called them, then I would act like a criminal. did not actually sell any of the drugs.
We'll
I
see,
just
Andrew.
had all of them in my trunk. I was taking them back to my
But she's gonna be funny.
dwelling
Like Pamela's a
I had
funny
secured
character.
after
It's gonna
my
be.
release.
It's gonna be something else.
And I hadn't fully decided what I was going to do. But then a friend of mine asked me for help moving, and I said yes without even
105 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate
the
it.
fact that I had a rather large amount of drugs in my trunk.
Okay, Mr. Travers, I understand, your dad passed
Hey, Shark,
away.
what's up, buddy?
I understand you've had a rough
Hey,
go
Help,
of
good to
things.
see you, buddy. Thank
But
you
you're
for
not
coming by, guys.
not helping
Hey,
sell
Kier, what's up,
your
buddy?
story to the Hallmark Channel for a movie, okay? The other
Hey,
thing
yes,
you're
sir.
not doing is you're
Buddha's
not
getting
weighing
on
on
him.
my heartstrings here.
Yes,
I
sir.
have a serious issue with drugs, let alone hard drugs, let alone enough to kill a Russian army, or
Hey,
at least
Joker,
keep them
Chris.
stoned for the next decade.
Yes, sir. I completely understand. And I'm honestly
Well, we're
not
gonna be
trying
we're gonna be a
to,
guard tomorrow at the prison,
play
so
on anybody's heartstrings.
we'll probably
I-
be transporting a
I
couple people
just
up to the
didn't-
prison.
Honestly, I just got
Kier,
out of
how you
prison
doing, buddy?
and I didn't know what to do, and I know that's no excuse, but
No, the judge is
Listen, I
Buddha,
understand that
and
prison
Chad's
has
on
that
the
effect on people, that
witness stand
they
there.
understand that they were arrested for a felony, they're not able to vote, they're not able to hold many jobs at all. I get that, okay, but
Building my
regardless, we're
defenses,
talking
I
about
listen,
at this
so-
point we're talking about a moral dilemma.
Me neither, Road. It's gonna be
You're
so
faced
fun
with
tomorrow
all
night.
these drugs. You could have gotten on the phone, called the sheriff's department out there in Sandy Shores.
I know, Andrew.
They
We're
would
doing
have
another
taken
one.
care of it, and
We're doing another one, baby.
you probably would have gotten a reward. Okay.
yes,
Instead, you decided to put them on your person in your pockets
Yeah, I know,
and
Porch. It is,
in
buddy. It
in
is
a
hot.
vehicle, and then you were caught at a hotel. As I understand it, is this the hotel across from the bank?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
in Los
known
Santos.
a
so
hotel
he-
known
Yeah.
for drug use. Okay,
that
and known for dealing.
that sir. Okay, that sir. I did not know. I was just helping my acquaintance.
You were helping someone move into or out of the apartment.
Into sir his wife.
Okay.
Kicked him out.
Was there any mention? Do we have any paperwork from any witness statements from the department or from Captain Holt on the second person being there?
No, we did not, Your Honor. The police did not, since it wasn't a residence under control of Mr. Travers. The hotel room was not entered or searched in any way.
Okay, all right.
The entire search
I'm
and
not
seizure
sure, Andrew.
only pertained to Mr. Travers' person and his vehicle.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say this you're not going to make it any worse here, Mr. Travers and Mr. Sharskin. I want to make this point clear to you that I'm just simply asking Mr. Travers' opinion here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Travers, how do you think we should deal with this?
Yes, sir. Honestly, I know I screwed up. And I'm willing to pay the fines for my previous.
I'm trying to figure out how I
transgressions.
want to defend this here in just a second. I'm
and
trying to put my
I
case
know
together.
I didn't handle this drug situation well, because frankly, I mean, what do you do when your father just randomly leaves you, like, and you discover your father was some drug kingpin? Well, not maybe.
You call the
kingpin,
police and
but, you know.
and don't implicate yourself in worse crimes.
She doesn't have
8
one.
months
She's
later.
just pleading guilty.
But sir, I don't say this
Good job there,
disrespectfully,
guys.
but
Hey,
I'm not
Chris
so
Colbert.
sure. I think even after taking my meds, I'm not so sure I was fully trusting the local law enforcement
I'm gonna
to
eat
do
probably after this, AJ. Yeah.
the right thing, if that makes sense.
It's a
Hey,
valid
good
point.
to
I
see ya.
understand. Fear of law enforcement. You don't want to go back to jail. You don't want them to go, oh, these are
My
just his
character's right
drugs.
here. You can't see
He's
my
not
character.
just reporting.
They're up there
I
talking.
understand. Okay, so Mr. Sharkskin, I'm going to
Yes, Your
ask you
Honor.
the same question. What do you how do you think we should handle this?
Your Honor, this case just tugs at my heartstrings. Boy, I tell you, I have
Of
over
that,
here
I
with
have no doubt, Mr.
I've got a
Sharkskin.
tear in my eye, Your Honor. This man who has been thrown away by the system and been locked up has admitted he found a lucky plucky bag of drugs, and with his past, Your Honor, just imagine if you will, Your Majesty, had he called the police and they pulled up on him and he said, I found these drugs. What do you think the chances would be that they would be like, oh, I'm so glad you called us. Let me have them drugs and let you go, sir. Most certainly, they would have thrown him on the ground and stomped in his neck and put him in custody for possession, the same possession right here before the court that we have here. This man is a victim of circumstance. He was helping a friend out. I got word from two credible prostitutes that was there at the time that he was there just to help move. And he found that bag and was like, oh my goodness, I should probably call the police. And they said, if you do, you going downtown. They're going to lock you up. So, Your Honor, he did what anybody else would do. He said, let's just forget about it. And then some scandalous individual had called and said there's a lot of shenanigans going on down there at the hotel. And only then was he found with them drugs. He had no intent to sell, use, distribute, or anything else like that, Your Honor. He was going to just simply leave them in the trash can and let it be taken out to the dumpster.
Your
Okay.
Honor, Mr. Sharkskin does kind of have a point. That brings me to something that may have possibly been overlooked. There could have been a
Damn,
charge
Dylan.
of narcotics trafficking added, Your Honor, since he transported those narcotics from the Sandy
This is
Shores
true.
locker into the city of Los Santos. The victim of circumstance would probably play in well if, maybe if his dad had left him the car and the narcotics were found in the car. However, he physically loaded these items into his vehicle and into his pockets and transported them into the city.
That's BS. Yeah. Okay. Call the courtroom. Be quiet. Mr. Sharkskin, in addition to what the DA has just said, there's also circumstances to this. Okay. He had paperwork from the lawyer, I assume, from having the shed signed over to him in the will. Okay, the timing on that is also a circumstance. Okay, whether or not he would have gotten thrown to the ground and stomped on the neck and arrested and charged with those drugs, any good lawyer would go, okay, we have all this other circumstance here. Let's go ahead and have the forensics unit test for fingerprints. Right? If he hadn't touched them, his fingerprints would not be on them. That alone, if you'd presented me with that evidence in a case like that, your client would most assuredly walk free. Okay. But again, not only did he load him up into his car, he stuffed his pockets full of LSD and loose individually wrapped marijuana cigarettes.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, LSD's paper. They ain't no knowing whether he had LSD or not. That could have just been a piece of paper. I've seen LSD. It looked like just a piece of paper with a little smiley face on it. He could have been like, oh my goodness, this is a pretty little piece of paper with a bunch of stickers. I'm going to take them for the cheerings down there.
Okay.
I'm going to put them in my pocket.
Mr. Travers, did you at any time look at the blotter sheets and consider it just stickers for psychological evaluation, or were you smarter than that and you knew what you had in your hands?
Sir, as much as I would love to subscribe to the narrative that my very able-bodied lawyer has developed, I feel like it would be an insult to you to say, "Oh, I think they just look like smiley face stickers."
Oh hell.
Developed would be the right term for that, Mr. Sharks.
Sorry,
Joe,
Mr.
how you
Travers.
doing there, buddy?
At polishing turds. That's for sure. Okay, so what's
You all
the
right,
DA's
Joe?
office seeking on this particular case?
Well, Your Honor, I mean,
Hey, Bill
You know,
Stoker, what's going on?
we're all human beings. We all understand that sometimes lapses in judgment can happen. There is no record in the arrest report that any of the narcotics were sold or attempted to be sold. Seeing as Mr. Travers is already going to be undergoing some further psychiatric evaluation, I would just
Well, we hope you're doing
I would
all right there,
suggest to the
Keegan.
court that maybe he be sentenced to 2 years of psychiatric evaluation on this charge as well, to run consecutive.
Recio,
So that
what's
would be
going
a
on,
total
buddy?
of 4 years,
Oh.
Your Honor, psychiatric
Where was your tornado
evaluation.
at,
You know, maybe
Recio?
some work release at some point in between there, if the doctors deem that, viable.
Okay, so this
And
one,
of
I think
course,
you
the
got-
fines and court costs of $20,000.
Brandon, we're doing fantastic, brother. Thanks for being here, there, guys.
Okay, how does the DA feel about this? Because we don't have enough evidence. Well, I don't feel we have enough evidence to legitimately support a charge of possession with intent. Because we don't have, like you said, we don't have evidence of intent. Nothing that we know was sold.
Yeah, definitely, Dylan. Definitely.
I'm willing to just drop that charge down to possession of a controlled substance.
There we go.
But we're gonna, instead of in lieu of a fine on this, we'll support the extra 2 years at a time in minimum security to make it a total of 4 years.
I could, I would be in agreement with that, Your Majesty.
Okay, does the DA have any issues with that?
Don't be spilling your water over there,
we
bro.
would be fine with that, Your Honor, but we would ask that prior to being released, that since he was under the care of Dr. Snooger Fufelgrass or whatever his name is,
Frankentush Snodgrass, yes sir.
yeah, Dr. Snodgrass, that he also be sent for an additional evaluation at Parsons Rehabilitation Center out there, where he would see what's that doctor out there? Dr. Jerry Springer, Your Honor. That he would also see Dr. Jerry Springer out there at the Parsons Rehab for an additional evaluation.
Now, would that,
That
be
would be fine.
Well, would that be on a condition of his release, or would that be after his release, Mr. DA?
On a condition of if he's released at any point in between for any kind of work release or anything like that, that he go through that second evaluation.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I'm also going to add that
Hey, Skywalker, what's going on, good
after
buddy?
he gets off, because of the fact that he repeated criminal behavior within 8 months of the original charges, an additional 2 years of probation, during which time he'll have to submit for alcohol and drug testing.
You gonna put him on the color program, Your Honor?
That's
Okay.
exactly what we're gonna do.
For a period of what time? So would he be
For an additional 2 years, so 4 years in minimum security under psychiatric eval / work program, etc., and then 2 years of probation, and we're gonna put him in a halfway house while he's still while he's serving his probation, and then again at the end of the 2 years of probation, the courts are going to require an additional evaluation before he is let off probation and is free to leave his residence at the halfway house and secure his own private residence.
All right, so let me ask you, is he going to be granted work release privileges during this halfway house? And if not, could the
yes,
court
he'll
pay
be
for that?
expected to work, and I hope that program that you had stated with the construction company is still going to be viable at that time.
Yes, sir. They are ready at any time, so pending the outcome of this case.
All right.
What
Mr.
was that?
Travers?
What was that construction company's name?
Bumblebee Construction. It's up
Bumblebee,
there.
okay.
Bumblebee up there. Yeah, it's up there in Sandy Shore. They out there in Grapeseed building all them new farms and rebuilding
Yeah, I
them
believe
old
the owner
barns.
is an upright Christian man and a preacher at a small church. So
Yes, sir.
they're good people. Mr. Travers, is that satisfactory to you? Do you think this is us
did
giving
pretty
you
good,
enough
guys.
chance
I think we
to
did pretty good.
rectify your
Sheriff Porter, what is
situation and
going
turn your
on?
life around?
Your Honor, I apologize for sounding like a rube here, but I'm just trying to completely understand what
Good, Rizio. How was your tornado
Mr.
chasing?
Sharkskin and DA
Okay.
threw at each other here.
Okay.
Because
Here-
you're a lot smarter than I am.
Hey, Farming,
But,
what's going on, buddy?
So, if I'm understanding
What's your
correctly,
ferret's name, Porch?
after I leave tonight, I'll go to Bolingbrook, and then I'll serve whatever sentence you deem necessary,
Rocky.
and also pay my before that I'll pay my fines, and then I'll serve my sentence, and then I'll be released for the construction company to begin work for them. Is that correct?
Correct. You're going to be remitted back to Bolingbroke, but instead of being in general population, you'll be on the other side of the prison in minimum security, where you can get 24-hour access to treatment for your condition. All right, you will be allowed some more freedoms, so you'll be able to work while you're in the prison, and then once that 4 years is up, then the state is going to require you to have an evaluation. If you pass the evaluation
117
satisfactory, you'll
likes.
go
Thank
into
you,
a
guys.
halfway house. You'll live there for 2 years. You'll have a residential advisor, and you're going to have a probation officer. During those 2 years, you'll be able to work for this construction company just like a normal job, and then you're going to have to submit to alcohol and drug testing on a regular basis. At the end of that 2 years, if everything is satisfactory, you'll go
After
through
this
another
case should be
evaluation. If that's passed, then you will be able to go out and live on your own outside of a halfway house, and you'll be off probation. In addition, we're not charging you any additional fines for the second charge for the drugs, okay? We're also knocking it down from possession with intent to simple possession.
Yes, sir. So, what will I owe in fines?
The $26,500 from the other case.
That's a lot of
Okay,
fines.
copy.
Holy
Yes,
shit.
sir. I
$26,000. Thank you very much, AJ.
my
I
family,
like it, Javier.
thankfully,
Yeah,
they
I love our court.
they know I've struggled, and they've set up a trust fund for me, so I have that money, and I can actually go out to the ATM and make that payment this evening by transfer.
That would be fine. Just make
I don't think she'll
arrangements
get
with
life in
the
prison. I mean, it's a
the
DUI.
DA's office, because that's where you'd be paying and remitting those fines.
Yes, sir.
That's about the worst.
Okay, does
it's gonna
anybody
get.
on either side have any closing remarks or anything?
No, Your Honor.
No, sir. I rest
right.
my case.
All right, Mr. Travers, you may step down. That's going to be
That's
the ruling
awesome,
on this
Recio. I'm
case.
scared to death.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you.
watching tornado videos.
Do we,
but I'm
do we
scared to
have?
death of
Is there one more? Or are we done?
it. I think there is a one more. They a lady out there in a pink dress. If you want to hear her case.
If you want, Your Honor, I can go ahead and let her know we're going to call her case. I believe that's one Pamela Bigliaglio.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I'll also go ahead and let Mr. Travers pay his fine, and then let the deputy go ahead and remand him back into
And,
custody after that.
sir, if
All right, sounds good.
If you need me to pay you some actual currency,
Mr.
please
Travers,
let
you
me
can come
know.
with me.
I can do that.
Deputy, you
That's
want
right.
to
Listen,
step
Travis,
out
you
here
go
with
ahead
me?
and you go ahead and go here with the prosecutor. Come on out here.
Hey, Deputy. So, Mr. Travers is going to step out to the ATM there and withdraw some money and pay his fines. If you want to just escort him
Okay,
out
let's
there
see
and back
here.
in.
Okay, let's get Pamela out. This character cracks me up. Oh, here she goes. Here we go.
Where are they today, sir?
Okay, here we go.
Yep. That's right.
There she is, Pamela Bugliaglio. For 119 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Thank you guys for turning out for the court streams. We're going to do more of these. We're back into the groove of doing the court streams, so you guys are going to see more of these. This is my first time streaming them, so I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. And, you know, since you guys like it, maybe we'll do the next court as well. Sidewinder, good to see you there. Brandon Ramirez is here. All right, Recio, have a good night there, buddy. Have a good night there, buddy. So she's going to be representing herself. So we're just going to wait on the district attorney to come back in. And then we'll do, there's Timmy back there. Roblox, what's up, buddy? Now, she's going to be in here for a DUI. She got pulled over and she hit a parking block at the Lucky Plucker. So that's what her case is. So just waiting on the prosecutor to come back in here to plead her case out. Now he's out there taking care of the other client, collecting that money. A nice courtroom though, isn't it? Now they're going to be taking him back into custody once he pays his fine there. He'll be transported back out tomorrow night on the
Your Honor,
stream.
Mr. Travers has paid his fine, and the deputy's transporting him to Bolingbroke now.
Say, you just put your hand.
Okay,
back,
excellent.
Please.
Your Honor, I believe this is Miss Bigliaglio here.
Yeah, this is for 2206. I believe that's the record number, 2206.
That's correct. Yeah, the arrest was 2206.
Is Trooper Rico here tonight?
I don't think he is.
I don't believe he is, Your Honor. I do have his sworn statement, though. I could read if you want.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and start with that, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. All right, Your Honor. So on or about November 24th, 2020, Miss Pamela Bigliaglio was arrested on 2 charges, one of which is title HS 11364, possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a misdemeanor, carrying a fine amount of $1,000 and 0 to 6 months in jail. Charge number 2 was vehicle code 23152B, driving while intoxicated, 0.08 or above, which is a misdemeanor, carries a fine amount of $2,000, 0 to 12 months jail time with.
Hey, thank you, Brandon Moore, for becoming a sponsor.
Trooper
Thank you,
Rico,
brother.
Unit 404 with the San Andreas Highway Patrol, placed Miss Bigliaglio under arrest. His narrative states, I was dispatched
Thank
to
you,
the Lucky
Brandon.
Plucker at Postal 135. Upon arrival, subject was in the drive-thru. Subject was colliding into the parking blocks. Subject was removed from her vehicle, blew a 1.2 on the breathalyzer. Suspect was in possession of a pipe which had a small amount of residual narcotics, which subject admitted to it being cocaine. Unable to be tested at the scene due to the small amount.
Okay. Is it Bigliaglio?
Yeah, hon, Pamela Bigliaglio.
Okay. Are you representing yourself, man?
Yeah, I am, hon. I sure am.
I'm going to go ahead and assume because of who your deceased husband was and the let's just say sordid history of your family and your business dealings, that you completely understand the weight of representing yourself. So
Oh, yeah, I know what's going on around here.
okay, so
Well, Your Honor, it
So-
looks like she's got her power suit on from the Nancy Pelosi collection.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right,
I
hon.
could tell. Yeah.
This is the Capitol Collection.
Looks like she's even got the belt from the Pelosi's a heifer line.
That's right, hon.
Okay, so Miss Bigliaglio, you're not denying these charges at all?
Well, I'm not denying the fact that I was going to the Lucky Plucker because I was going to pick up a bucket of chicken for myself and my maid, Consuela. It was going to be a ladies' night, hon. And on account, I forgot I had drunk. I forgot I was drinking, hon, and I got right in the car and drive right on up there on accident, hon. And I got into a little accident, and they made a big deal about it and called the cops, son.
But this isn't the first time you've been. This is the first time you've been officially charged and arrested, but this is not the first time that you've been stopped and questioned or detained under suspicion of DWI. Am I correct?
Come on, hon. That's all just suspicion now. Come on.
Well, okay. Well, according to police shift reports, right? And this isn't the first time that you've been suspected, correct?
Oh, no. They've been suspecting me a whole bunch of times, hon.
All right. Just because you're good at eating Tic Tacs and blowing triple eggs on a breathalyzer, that doesn't
right.
necessarily mean that you weren't drinking.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I was guilty either, hon.
Correct.
Okay?
So, for the record, this is the first time that you are being officially charged by the state of San Andreas and the city of Los Santos, or
That's right.
this would be what
hon.
the city of Polito,
That's right.
or was this in Los Santos?
That was down there in the city, hon. Down there at the Lucky Plucker.
All right, so the state and the city, gotcha. All
Correct,
right, so
Your
it
Honor.
does.
The arresting officer was a San Andreas Highway Patrol unit, but it did take place inside the city limits of Los Santos.
Okay. All right,
Let's
so
hope she
it
don't
says
go to
right
jail.
here in the officer's report that it says right here in the officer's report that you admitted that it was cocaine inside the pipe. Probably crack cocaine. Am I correct?
Oh no, hon. You know I was drunk, hon. I would have admitted to anything. And you know, they didn't test it or do nothing with it. I'm saying it wasn't no cocaine in there, hon. It must have had been flour from where I was cooking a cake
Okay. All
for
right.
ladies' night.
At the very minimum, it obviously was drug paraphernalia.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I was drunk and I was stirring my cake batter with my pipe, hon.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, so the DWI, I mean, the breathalyzer doesn't lie, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
you know, I had a little bit tipsy,
Okay.
hon, making
Alright.
some banana bread for me and Consuela.
Okay, so we
KWC,
have a
what's up,
total of a max possible fine of 18 months in the women's lockup over there at Bolingbroke, and then a
my
total
God.
of looks like $3,000 in fines. These are both misdemeanors. I do understand, ma'am, that while you have preserved yourself very well by pickling yourself from the inside, I do understand that you are as old as dirt. So, I want that to be taken into account because them girls over there at the women's facility are rough.
Yeah, hon, yeah.
So, that being said, I have no doubt that she's guilty on both charges. So, what does the DA's office want to seek on this?
Hey,
Your Honor, I would seek a minimum of 6 months in the county jail.
Hope. Hey.
Not Bolingbroke, but maybe the county jail. The maximum here is 18 months. I think 6 months, and then another 6 months probation is fair.
Hey, now, come on now. They wasn't no test run on that to prove there was any kind of drugs in that at all. You know, you can't send me up the river there, hon, on that, on account of that.
Look, normal people don't carry this type of glass pipe, let alone any glass pipe, with burn marks on the bottom and scorch marks on the inside, and it smells like a rat's ass, probably. 'Cause
I
it's
was
usually
baking
what
a
burnt cocaine
cake,
smells
hon.
like.
Come on now.
Okay. Well, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to appeal this. You're going to have to get a lawyer and file an appeal through the appellate
Oh
court.
my God.
And we can rule on that again if you want to fight it on that technicality. Okay, but we have your report from the officer, including the body cam footage, most likely, probably the dash cam footage, of you telling him that it was cocaine.
Well, again, Your Honor, I was incredibly inebriated, and I might have told him there was a cow in my car, too, you know? I can't be relied on to tell the truth when I'm extremely intoxicated, and my husband has died, and I'm just a widow,
Okay.
hon.
I know it's been rough. Well, maybe 6 months in the county lockup where you're nice and cozy over there, and you can clear up and not drink and not bake cakes every day all day long.
With the crack pipe.
Yeah, then maybe perhaps you'll see things a little differently.
Your Honor, I'm pleading for clemency. You know, I got a live-in housekeeper named Consuela, and she can't speak English or anything like that. All she knows how to do is the laundry, and she has no way to live without me, hon. She's basically gonna be
I
a
kind of
victim.
find that hard to believe because of your family's business holdings, and the sheer amount of net worth that your family has, I'm fairly certain, I have confidence that you can find some sort of person on the outside to contact to get your affairs in order and to help her out.
Is
I mean,
it-
and Your Honor, we could always throw in an extra added benefit with her being in the county jail. We could make sure she's supplied with an unlimited amount of crossword puzzles.
Oh, come on. You know, I would be willing to make a sizable donation to the police fund so they could get canine vests in lieu of a jail
Well,
sentence,
you
Your
have
Honor.
$3,000 worth of sizable donation to make to the district attorney's office.
Well, I'd be willing to put in a little bit more, hon, just to let me go on back to the house. 'Cause I got my shows that's coming on, the Mob Wives is coming on, and I don't want to miss none of those episodes, hon.
You'll have cable TV. You'll have cable TV in the county lockup.
Well,
You've been there before. You know how nice it is.
Oh, it's a pretty place, hon. They
You'll even
bring
get
in
your
fresh
private
flowers.
your private room.
Okay, hon. Hey, let me ask you something, hon. I'm addicted to liquor. Is there any way that I could have them give me a daily limit of liquor, possibly a Jack Beam IV, hon?
That won't be possible. The whole reason that I want to have you remanded to jail is to give you a chance to clear your head and detox. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll spend an extra special note over to the medical staff at the county lockup, and maybe they can stock up on some things that'll help detox you and help you deal with whatever mess you're gonna be in from your DTs.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need it, yon. I ain't had a drink in 10 minutes, and I'm starting to get the shakes and all that. I'm dependent on that liquor, so anything you can do to help me, huh, would be just great.
Well, we'll make sure that they'll give you a Bible too when you check in over there. So is that are we good with that? The 3,000 and then 6 months county lockup, 6 months probation.
Works for me, Your Honor.
Jesus Christ.
No, that
no,
would be
no,
Judge
that's-
Gilluard, but
yes.
I do understand the confusion.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not Jesus.
I've...
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close this case. That's the ruling of the court, and we're gonna go ahead and end this session of the court.
All right, so what do I do? Am I going to remand myself down there, hon? When do I need to remand myself down there to the jail?
Do you want
I'm gonna
to
let-
report by Monday?
I was going to suggest that give her until Monday to get her affairs in order. Monday at 9 a.m. Not 9:01, not 9:03, not 9:05 and 32 seconds. 9 a.m. on the dot.
I'll be there, hon. I'll have my chauffeur drive me out there, hon. I'll be there with bells on, hon.
Do not bring any alcohol or drugs or paraphernalia to the jail. If you walk into the jail with that stuff, it's a felony.
Hey, that's okay, hon. I might show up a little bit tipsy, honey, but I'll be there.
Okay. Well, then we'll extend that to you. You'll have till 9 a.m. on Monday morning to report to the county lockup.
All right, hon. Thanks, hon. I appreciate that.
All right. You're welcome, Miss Bigliaglio. Please don't fall and hit your head on the way out.
Oh, I won't, hon. I'm sober right now for just a minute.
And with that, we're going to call these proceedings closed. Thank you, everybody.
I'm gonna go out there and
I
drink some
believe
right
if there's
now.
anybody that's needing to pay fines, the court
Vortex has
clerk,
become
Listerine
a
Colgate will be out from momentarily.
brand new sponsor. Thank you very much there, Vortex. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Okay, we're gonna go in here now. Listerine Colgate's gonna come out. Thank you very much there, Vortex. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Listerine and Colgate's going to be out there, so let's get into our police uniform. They're going to be collecting fines out here. Thank you very much there, buddy. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to go out here while she provides security while they take money. Listerine
looking like that wrong, God almighty.
Hey, Mr. Colgate, I think there's some people out there that may want to pay some fine.
Okay, so wait, this is Onyx's character. She's a hot mess. We're going to just provide security and make sure nothing happens out here while these people pay their money. I'd probably stroke out Vortex. There's Cernal right there, Sheriff's Deputy. But thank you so much for renewing your sponsorship, buddy. I do appreciate that.
Whew, Lord have mercy. These tacos are breaking my booty hole. Who's up first, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, kid.
So I have.
Oops, sorry, honey.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to move over
got
just a
my-
minute, Miss Colgate.
I was gonna say, I think you're in the downwind of
Yeah,
that.
don't get in the line of fire, honey.
I got my fine
Alrighty
from today,
there,
and then I have
Dylan.
one in question yet. If it says it was dismissed, I just read it, but I don't know if you can look into it.
What the name is?
Craig Carlson. It was a traffic citation for speeding.
I love this character. My day was great, TWC. I slept a long time. My sleep has been so messed up. It was terrible. I slept damn near all day. I was up all morning and slept all night.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I entered that note. That one was dismissed because the officer forgot to sign it.
Okay. So I just got to worry about the $1,000 one for today.
Oh, that's all right there, Chad. It worked over just fine there, buddy. Thanks for being here too there, Mr. Wills.
Wait, hold on. I see
appreciate that,
two
buddy.
traffic tickets for you. Hold on, honey.
There's one like way before that got dismissed as well.
Very nice, Jay. That's awesome. Luke made it back home there, buddy. I hope he's recovering well and resting up over there.
Yep, that one was dismissed too. So it looks like what we're looking at here. What you did? Whip somebody's ass?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we got Kente over here with the golden gloves.
I like doing all my characters, AJ. I have a blast doing this stuff.
I
No
think
doubt
he said
about
the
it.
fine amount was $1,000.
Yep, it's $1,000 even for simple assault. Did you go into jail too?
Did you get that?
I sure did. Hold on, I'm gonna,
No jail sentence.
Let me get you a receipt.
There's Timmy Luke. I don't know if he's got a fine to pay or what there. He's in line. Damn, that's the first time Pamela's ever went to jail. In the 4 years that I've been
Here
doing
your
that
receipt is.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Goodness, Listerina.
Them damn tacos ran there at the
Jesus
taco
Christ.
bomb. Lord, they is bombs, honey.
Ooh, I'm gonna go over here. That's wafting down that end on account of the air conditioning.
Somebody turn the fan on. Yeah, you pay your fines $200. What your name is?
My name is Max Payne. It's M-A-X.
Oh wait, hold
Space.
on. My computer's resetting. Hold on, honey. Hold on.
A little bit further away, it stinks. So.
Yeah, is there any way you can have them turn the air conditioning vent off for a few more minutes?
A woman that was just running around here, she's been trying to break into the 5 vehicles and this vehicle up front.
Who is?
No, that's
woman
Onyx's
that-
character, Listerina Colgate.
They need to turn the air conditioner on in here, honey.
Well, they've got
They
something
need to
going on
fix it.
outside. Lord have mercy.
Whew, okay, what you said your name was?
Max, M-A-X, space P-A.
What kind of ice cream you got there, Eric boys? Yeah, we will be, Andrew.
No, I'm not.
That's right, Keegan.
No, I'm not the Max Payne off of not that one video game. Nope, I'm not him.
Don't you worry about that, Vortex. It doesn't. You don't have to donate to be a friend
So
of mine.
this
There, buddy. Come watch me.
DUI and damaging phone lines.
Yeah, I need to pay for it.
Oh Lord, yeah, that's $7,000, honey.
I think I have that on me. Hold on, let me check a minute.
Damn,
Oh
$7,000.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I think yep, I have it on me.
That's a lot of money. Holy crap, $7,000 in fines, Timmy's.
Let me go ahead and give you the money.
Good Lord.
I ain't never going back around there to that taco bomb, Lord
Yeah, I'll
Jesus.
tell you what, Listerine, I'm about to puke over here, girl.
I might be having some skid marks behind that.
Did you get that?
Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, hold on, let
You
me.
might want to go throw
7,000?
them. You might want to throw them panties away when you get back to the house, there, Listerine.
Honey, I ain't be got no panties on today.
Ho ho!
See, hold on, let me print your receipt, honey.
Yeah, I went to jail for 6 months. Well, both of them for 6 months. I went ahead and paid them off. Pay it off, and I'll be good to go.
Here's your
Yep,
receipt,
I
it's
did.
right here.
Yep,
honey.
I did, real good kid. You
I
should
think
be
it
taken
was
care of shortly,
Lorena
buddy.
Colgate's.
Yeah, it's this Listerina Colgate, honey.
Is your last name off that what you call it? They used to clean their teeth with?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with no toothpaste, honey. My mama just was into cleanliness.
No, X wasn't on tonight. All right. Well, that was a good job there, yeah. I'm sorry you're going through all that, Listerina.
It's rough, honey. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah. You might want to have to throw them britches away once you get on out of here.
Yeah, I'm probably about to go up in here for just a minute, honey. This about to be crazy. Y'all.
All right, she's going to go in there and stink up the toilet.
They've gone to their bathroom, Father.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming out. This was a good time.
Oh,
Glad
Lord
you
Jesus,
enjoyed.
help
Oh,
me.
Lord, there she is. No, you're not bothering me. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. They're going to have to go in there and clean that toilet out after this, I believe.
Yeah, I think you might need a hazmat unit.
Good
I'd
God.
be happy to hear it, honey.
I'm glad that door's closed and ain't
Somebody
walking
come
home.
hold my hand.
She's looking for
I
somebody to
think
go in there and
so.
hold her hand.
Yeah, Ronan, I'll nominate you to go in there and
No,
hold
not
your hand.
hand.
All right. All right, guys. Well,
Ron's
I
still be
appreciate
mute.
you coming
I'll
out.
be
This
in
was
this
a
whole,
blast.
honey.
Remember,
Oh,
tomorrow
no.
night at 9 o'clock Eastern, we are going to be hosting the official
I didn't
Cuff
bring my
stream.
BA with me either.
We're going to be going to prison.
Oh, Lord,
So we're
somebody
gonna be-
call the plumber.
We're
Somebody
gonna,
call the plumber, Lord Jesus.
we're going to have to transport a couple people down there to the prison on the bus. And then, of course, we'll be in the prison for the rest of the night. But let me see. Is Dylan streaming? Let me see if anybody's streaming over there. See if Dylan's got anything going on. I know Eric said he's going to be doing some something over there. Yeah, let's see. Dylan's going to be doing some Warzone. So if you want to go over there and watch another stream while it's still early, go over there and hit up Dylan, our good buddy. He's going to be doing some Warzone over there. I'm going to pull his stream up right meow, actually. Go over and say hi to him. There we go. But yeah, so what did you guys think about the court? Did you guys like it? Did you guys like that system that we were doing? Hey, Braden, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. There's Dr. C went over there to see Dylan. Thank you very much there, Dr. C. You guys want to go there and do a rye raid in the chat. There's Kyle Grantner is over there. Blade Studios is over there. Andrew Chuckin is over there. Let me type in rye raid there. Now, Dylan is a good guy. He supports this channel a lot. So make sure you go there and see him. Ron is over there. Robert McKenzie is over there. Warzone's actually not a bad game. Andrew Chuck is there. There's Dr. C. There we go. We got everybody over there. Make sure you subscribe to him. He's such a good guy. Vortex is over there. I appreciate you guys going over there and supporting my buddy. He's a good guy. Brandon Lohman's there. Bill Stouffer's over there. Leah's over there. And, of course, yeah, tomorrow night should be fun. We've only done the prison system one time. Master Gamer's over there, so it should be a good time. We're probably going to take him out on a work detail. Have you watched the last one? Hey, Willis, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for going over there. Sidewinder is also over there. Appreciate you guys. There you go. I'm going to hang out with you guys over there in the chat, but I appreciate all you guys for coming by and hanging out with me. And we'll see you guys
I think I probably
on the next
violated
one.
some federal law.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Hollywood, not that far. I'll pack my bags and my guitar. We'll take a ship to the stars. We'll and I promise that you'll be just fine. I'll take care of you for the rest of time. Just come with me. We'll leave tonight, you and me. I remember how it used to be. People laughed at all my little dreams, but you always would believe in me, in me. Oh, let's go with the road at 5 and be there at night. We can play games and laugh on the ride, as long as I got you by my side. It's let's go. We won't look back. We'll build a new home. We'll start from scratch and